4 cops have now been charged in a crash. Let me first put up their mug shots, and then I'm going to show you the crash in just a moment. 4 Honolulu police officers have been charged with felonies in connection with a 2021 car crash that left 6 people injured. HPD officers Joshua Nahulu, Erik Smith, Jake Bartolome, and Robert Lewis are all facing felony charges. On September 2021, the officers were dispatched to a noise complaint. While en route, a white Honda sedan exited a parking lot onto a local highway, which they allegedly followed in an unannounced pursuit. Let me go to the crash. Nahulu was reportedly the lead car when the Honda lost control and crashed onto private property. This was around 3:45 a.m. 6 people were injured in the crash, some critically. All patients were men between the ages of 15 and 30. So afterwards, Nahulu Smith and Bartolome allegedly drove past the crash scene a short time after all 4 officers were dispatched to the crash scene, where they allegedly acted as if, hey, we don't know what happened. Investigators say Smith, Bartolome, and Lewis then submitted reports that left out the events preceding the collision. That's called cover-up. Details of the charges of the officers. Nahulu is charged with collisions involving death or serious bodily injury. That's according to the Honolulu County Prosecuting Attorney's Office. The charge is a Class B felony punishable up to 10 years in prison. Smith, Bartolome, and Lewis were charged with hindering prosecution in the first degree. That charge is a Class C felony, punishable up to 5 years in prison. Smith and Bartolome and Lewis were all also charged with conspiracy to commit hindering prosecution. The first degree, that is a misdemeanor punishable by up to a year in jail. So what do we have here? We have officers who are willing to engage in massive cover-up because of their own incompetence. That is now a criminal issue, because covering up a crime or covering up something that should be reported or lying on official documents is always illegal. Rarely are cops prosecuted for it. They will lie on police reports without penalty. They will misrepresent the truth even inside of a court. Did you know that police reports are not allowed to be used typically inside of a courtroom for evidence? There are some exceptions to that, but 99% of the time, it is a no. You know, if officers were dogmatically honest, that may be a different standard inside of courts, but it is not. It is actually good to see cops being held accountable to their actions. I'm glad nobody died in the negligence and gross misconduct of these cops. How do you see this, dear brother?
So they were dispatched to a noise complaint, and whatever led to them, the suspects fleeing, I'm confused about how these 4 officers were either serving the public or, I don't know, protecting anyone. What were they going to protect them from? A noise complaint, some loud banging, whatever the case was. When they drove past these individuals who were hurt after the car wreck that they were involved in, it showed that they weren't protecting or serving or doing anything to the betterment of the community and that neighborhood. It proves itself. Hopefully, justice will be served here. But again, what were they doing? Like, that didn't help anyone at all whatsoever in that community.
Nobody, all right? It helped no one. We will follow this because it is a different type of prosecution given how it happened.